man, morning everyone. A lot better than yesterday. I think I got a little food poisoning from the open mic from the previous evening, but I'm feeling better. Today we're going to do something a little different. I'm reading the poem A Just Finishing Candle. I didn't get a chance to annotate it last night or even the day before, so I'm going to annotate a few things while we're reading and maybe stop a bit and just bear with me for a few changes. A Just Finishing Candle, and we're still on emptiness and silence. A candle is made to become entirely flame. In that annihilating moment, it has no shadow. It is nothing but a tongue of light describing a refuge. Wow. There's your clarity, guys. Clarity. Look at this. Just finishing candle stuff as someone who is finally safe from virtue and vice. The pride and shame we claim from those. That alone is so profound. To kill the art of desire, negating status anxiety. You're not held by conventional mores. You're defining yourself now. You're not stuck in that loop, that existential loop. I've said before that every craftsman searches for what's not there to practice his craft. Oh, indeed, man. Like our societal past with the whole career and derailing the development of consciousness. A builder looks for the rotten hole where the roof caved in. A water carrier picks the empty pot. A carpenter snaps at the house with no door. Workers rush towards some hint of emptiness, which they then start to fill. Their hope, though, is for emptiness. So don't think you must avoid it. It contains what you need. Wow, this is like the tenets of Buddhism, man. Wow. Dear soul, if you are not friends with the vast nothing inside, why would you always be casting your net into it and waiting so patiently? Because you have nothing, which is everything. So you're searching outside yourself. This invisible ocean has given you such abundance, but you call it death, that which provides you sustenance and work. I don't think it's like the actual mechanisms in society, but the energy itself. And that sustenance and work is not the general labor we use to support ourselves. God has allowed some magical reversal to occur so that you see the scorpion pit as an object of desire and all that beautiful expanse around it as dangerous and swarming with snakes. Yeah, it's a distraction. Eventually it poisons you with the insipidness, or maybe the wickedness you need to navigate society, to accrue the materials to live. This is how strange your fear of death and emptiness is, and how perverse the attachment to what you want. Yeah, that is fucking perverse. You think that midlife crisis you haven't fucked enough? Like, you're really attached to this hollow way of living because it's it's meaningless. Wow. Now that you've heard me on your misapprehensions, dear friend, listen to Adder's story on the same subject. He strung the pearls of this King Mahmud, how among the spoils of his Indian campaign there's a Hindu boy whom he adopted as a son. He educated and provided royally for the boy, and later made him vice-regent, seated on a gold throne beside himself. One day he found the young man weeping. "Why are you crying? You're the companion of the emperor. The entire nation is ranged out before you like stars, and that you can command." The young man replied, "I am remembering my mother and father, and how they scared me as a child with threats of you. Uh-oh, he's headed for King Mahmud's court. Nothing could be more hellish. Where are they now? When they should see me sitting here. The incident is about your fear changing. You are the Hindu boy. Mahmud, which means praise to the end, is the spirit's poverty or emptiness. The mother and father are your attachment to beliefs and blood ties and desires, comforting habits. Don't listen to them. They seem to protect, but they imprison. They are your worst fears and make you afraid of living in emptiness. When the real emptiness is material acquisition, or maybe sensation, or maybe sensory stimulation, It makes you think of the avoidance and a series of casual relationships and discarding anything that's real. Someday you'll weep tears of delight in that court, remembering your mistaken parents. Know that your body nurtures the spirit, helps it grow, and then gives it the wrong advice. The body becomes eventually like a vest of chainmail peaceful years, too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter. Yeah, oh my God. I was like that. I was overworking myself, absorbing myself in these debts that don't matter, and not even really focusing on connecting with other people via hedonism. It was like this material acquisition to be free in a way society wants me to be free, and I can set those parameters myself. But the body's desires, in another way, are like an unpredictable associate whom you must be patient with, and that companion is helpful because patience expands your energy to love and feel peace. Wow, yeah, because that focus, we believe our energy is fragmented. We gotta center that unification on those levels. A presence of a rose close to a thorn keeps it fragrant. It's patient that gives milk to the male camel still nursing in its third year. And the patient is what the prophets show us. The beauty of careful sewing on a shirt is the patience it contains. Friendship and loyalty have patience as the strength of their connections. You guys know, it's not real strength. It's not a real connection unless they reach out as well, because that is a sign of loyalty. And patience. Patience, if they're gone for a while, you don't feel anger at them, and you can pick up where you've left off. Feeling lonely and ignoble indicates that you haven't been patient. Yeah. Or you've been ostracized for too long. That's scapegoat's life. You get frustrated. Be with those who mix with God as honey blends with milk, and say, anything that comes and goes, rise and sets is not what I love. It comes back to heat. Don't walk away from your life unless it's something, don't bring anything into your life unless you can walk away from it 30 seconds from now. Or just go where you're wanted. Go where you're wanted. It's not a desire. It's like the want is like this mutual form of energy exchange. Live in the one who created the prophets, else you'll be like a caravan fire, left to flare itself out alone beside the road. Wow. But you can be lonely in a crowd. You can be in solitude and have a nigh infinite amount of friends. By doing good works and discovering the self, basking in revelation and feeling these moments. And with that, guys,